I mean, but then it's, you're in good hands on a certain level, because then it's just like,
Yeah.
you're gonna do this, and it's like, okay, like you're the scene partner I can trust and rely on, and we're gonna, you know what I mean?
Totally.
There's I guess.
But then it's like, I gotta hold my end of the stick. Yeah. So it's both.
Hi Sam, hi Jayden. I'm
Hey,
Eli
man.
from I'm Eli from Young Entertainment. Thanks for being here today. Here at Young Entertainment, we're all about masterclass moments and learning from talent in the field. And so, since I have both of you, I'm curious, what was it like working with each other, and what did you guys learn about your own personal like acting technique?
Such a good question.
Interesting.
Because I think, honestly, me and Sam came into this just with very different ways of working, of acting, of showing up on set. Neither bad, neither wrong, neither right, just different. And I remember, like, literally being like, I've never worked with someone like him. And he truly, I think it's funny because it sounds like we're Devin and Cece right now, but I think I'm very much like organized and logical and when it comes to my acting, and it's a lot is in my head. I'm thinking a lot. There's a lot of analyzation going on, and he is in the moment, impulse. He's like very present and like does what he wants, kind of. And I think that I learned how to be a little less like planned and organized and so perfect and just let loose and like improv and do what my gut is telling me and like be adventurous and so I definitely learned that from you.
I want to share one story from there. I in the beginning, on the flip side, I couldn't like hit my marks or do anything.
Like I was the one who was like but like it was we were polar opposites.
So I remember once we were earlier on in the beginning, I like we were in mid scene, we were shooting on location somewhere, and I landed on some spot, and Jayden's like talking to me, and it might have even been her coverage too, but then she like
I
she
pushed him
me
while acting into his
pushed
mark.
me into my mark. I was like, wow, that was like I was flabbergasted by that for a minute. I was like, wow, that's like that was she's like
that stuff is what I'm thinking about, and sometimes you just have to let go and be like in the moment, you know what I mean? So we definitely like took parts of each other and like met in the middle.
Well, I'm curious, like obviously it sounds like you guys really had enough trust in each other to be pushing each other to different marks and stuff. So how did you guys kind of build the chemistry together outside of filming, or perhaps did it take place on set?
Yeah, I mean, like, that's funny when you said that, that, like, made me remember there's this one scene where he's, like, hurt and I'm, like, carrying him. And, like, just doing stuff like that builds, because, like, when they're like, all right, you ready? And I'm, like, we're getting ready and I'm, like, holding him and then we're joking. And you remember when I was, like, holding you back like you were a dog? And you're, like, I don't know if you remember that. But, like, it's stuff like that because when you're doing a show like Goosebumps, there's very physical stuff. There's stuff where you're going to be, like, jumping and flying and, oh, I'm catching him because he's falling, so you like automatically get close, and it was so much fun.
And you can't really like if you knew if one knew how to like if there was a secret potion for connection, then everyone in the world would be best friends and
So true.
But it's it's kind of just like, okay, well, hopefully we get along, and then obviously that didn't happen.
Obviously,
I love that. I love it. That's so awesome. And it sounds like you guys are just having a blast with being here today. So the connection and the chemistry is definitely there.
We were just saying how we love doing interviews together. It's great.
I love that. Well, what was it like to work with David? David Schwimmer, did he give you any acting tips, or was there anything that you like picked up from watching him? I mean, that's got to be pretty cool.
I mean, like, one thing I loved is his improv. Like, I don't think there was ever a time where he didn't add a little button at the end, like a one-liner. And they never ended. Like, he just could come up with them over and over and over again.
Yeah, I think a lot of them are in the show.
Oh, yeah, a lot of what he says he came up with. But yeah, I just, like, he trusts himself. And I mean, when you've been doing it for as long as he is, and with how amazing he is and how many amazing big things he's worked on, of course. But I think it's really important that like you have a trust in yourself when you do something like improv or like take a risk, you know? And that was apparent every time he did, and it paid off every time he did as well. So
and like working with someone of like his caliber, does that kind of give y'all like a little bit of extra confidence in yourselves, or is it kind of like, oh, I'm a little nervous, I'm about to do a scene? Like what is that like?
Oh,
well, yeah, I mean, but then it's, you know, you're in good hands on a certain level, because then it's just like,
yeah,
you're gonna do this, and it's like, okay, like you know, you've a scene partner I can trust and rely on, and we're gonna, you know what I mean?
Totally.
There's I guess.
But then it's like I gotta hold my end of the stick. Yeah. So it's both.
I love that. Was there any like firsts that y'all experienced on this set filming?
Yeah, first, yeah, like I mean,
Yeah.
dude, all the monsters and stuff.
Oh
like,
yeah, like
trying to like you know, I had never like had to believe that, you know, that pink piece of tape over there was coming to eat me.
or being like dragged across like floors and stuff. Yeah,
that
like,
was all completely new.
yeah.
And you guys handled it brilliantly, I must say. I'm a big fan of the show. I have one final question for you guys. Are y'all able to describe each other's characters in 3 words?
Yes.
In 3 words.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Okay. Devin. I would describe Devin as curious. I think that's a great word to describe Devin. He wants to know. He needs to know.
Word.
He's inquisitive. I would describe Devin. I feel like I want to say, like, I wish there was a level up of adventure or adventurous. You know what I mean? Like, what would be adventurous on the next level? Like, adventurous doesn't even touch what Devin is. You know, so adventurous, but like leveled up. And I'd also say, like, pure intentioned. You know, yeah, he gets himself in messes and he does crazy stuff, but I think at his core, he just is trying to figure out who he is and where he is in this world.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, it might not end up the best always, but like at his core, he doesn't have a mean bone in his body, you know?
Thanks.
Yeah. Not you. It was
Yeah.
Devin.
No, you're incredibly mean. Cece, I would say Cece. I mean, to be honest, I'd probably open and say Cece. I'd probably say strong, because I think
she's learned she had to be.
Yeah, she can't. Cece carries a lot.
Yeah.
And I would also say, you know, because I would say Cece's a little tightly wound.
Yes. A little?
Yeah, so I would say strong and tightly wound, and then I would say I also think Cece's a leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think that the burden of trying to do the right thing so heavily might not always be the best thing, but then on the flip side, the virtue of you know, being willing to do what is required and having the strength to do that, you know, is. So yeah, I'd say strong, tightly wound, and a leader.
That was great. That was really good.
I think both of those perfectly encapsulates both of these characters. So thank you all so much. The show is just amazing, and I'm such a fan. So I can't wait for the rest of the world to see it.
Thank you.
Cool,
we
thanks,
really
man.
appreciate it.
Of course, so nice meeting you guys.
Bye,
Thank
dude.
you. Have a good one.